What up, y'all? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Let's get this money. Let's get this money. Tuning into another good stream. We're just going to start off strong by playing a couple games that matter and see where I'm at. You already know how it go, man. I ain't going to be on this for too long. You already know how we giving it up. Straight dubs. Losses count, though, too. You already know, man. Trying to see if I want to play my ultimate team. Oh, don't do a head-to-head. Ultimate team is always fire.
Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade.
Let's get a
Probably you before you chain, switch it up. It's rap, pixie dust, money ain't to us. Broski went and
play a head-to-head right now. Get a little game in, man. I ain't shit. What we gonna do? We get a rank game in too, man.
Listen up, I've had to hit the cup, so if I swing my fist, you going in, so wish me luck.
Get a rank game in, chat.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
And we are underway from Houston. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Here's Mayfield. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up on the 13-time program by Lewis. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
This is not a zone. This is a revelation. How to get I don't understand, baby. Feel building, make you feel protected like I can, baby. Teach you something.
Throwing is Hurts. Inside the 10. And they do get it down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking the secondary. No beating around the bush with this girl. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
Here's Hurts to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Watts. And they will score. Pick six for the Texans TD. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Texans 7, Giants nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Rolling to his right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson. And they will score. Pick six for the Texans team. Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this return will come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense. I like that. No one's mistaking me for a doctor. Thank you, Dr.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the goal is to get back into this game. The offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. To see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot. Backed up. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Now Jackson. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Let's take it inside his own 40. A good return there of 17 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll complete this one to Collins. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. As they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to be big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Texans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start out on the ground and Saquon Barkley. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Second down and 3. Now Mayfield. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That's good for a Texans first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Collins. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Mayfield from the gun on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he gets it inside the 10-9. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Saquon Barkley. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. On the return, it's Xavier Worthy. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and go further. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line has done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Hurts. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
A gain of 11 yards. It's now
They'll try and run for the ball. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Mayfield to throw it. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Up the middle with Barkley. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
10 at the 15-yard line.
Barkley, inside handoff. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 4 yards out. And the Texans up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it is 28-0.
Giants nothing. Kyrie Fairbairn on the kickoff for
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. And they're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows that it's going to be a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Will Johnson. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out and let it fly. But the defense, they were right.
Yeah, there aren't too many people left in the stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Mayfield down. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2.
Wow.
That changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
To throw, Mayfield. Throw complete right side to Coles. And a stiff arm made it a pretty little run, not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
180.
Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Giants, nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you what.
Living on the edge and finding out it's kind of dumb. Realize I am somebody that I don't know at all. Oh God, would you tell me why I'm worn down to the bone? Even though I've only seen half of the world, I'm coming home. Hanging on the hope, I'm losing grip of time and space. Mind is running circles over something I can't change. I've looked, I've tried, no one told me when it wrong. Am I feeling all the feelings, or am I just going numb? Oh me, oh my, would you look in my eyes? We laugh or cry just to feel alive. No time for living a lie. Time flies, so don't blink twice.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Welcome, everybody, to the booth. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Ewert for this game. And Brock, as a former quarterback, I know your focus is on the offensive side of the ball ahead of this kickoff.
Yeah, these two offenses are so fun to watch because the best offenses in this league, Kate, they're about trust. And it just pops out. When you study them during the week on the game film, you just see it. They trust one another. That's head coach, that's coordinator, that's play caller, that's to the quarterback, and then certainly the 11 on the field. Both these groups are getting it done.
Xavier Worthy now on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier. So he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. Slated downs to approach here from the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. Across midfield at the 45. And he'll finally be taken down at the 25. 35 on the pickup. And that's the Steelers' first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He locates Daniel Bellinger. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 19. Hits him on the out route. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not. And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind the next time.
Oh, they got it! Intercepted along the goal line! And the Giants will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Hurts comes out throwing. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. Still has some space up near midfield. Cooper Kupp! And this is all the way to the 13-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. First get of the game here to Chase Brown. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Young Hui Koo on for the point after. And he misses on the extra point, so a good start for their offense, but not for him kicking. Score stays at 6-0. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Worthy now to return it. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
At their own 23-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like. Got that amazing play.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They just get the play off. Taken in by Bellinger. He's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. The Giants in control so far. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at 2nd and 3. Can't get it to him, incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. It's Hurts once again. Man downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. All set up now for 1st and 10. Hurts yet again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. So it'll be 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
And again, here's Hurts. He's got it at the 6. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Trayvon Diggs has got it. And the Giants are stopped a little beyond the 10-yard line on the return. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Brown. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. It's the Giants looking at 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
He put everything he had into this one. It connects on the deep shot. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants grow their lead just before halftime. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. You could feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot.
And that's no good. His 2nd missed extra point of the day. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Worthy now to return it. Juke the defender. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Pride connecting with Xavier Worthy there. And it sets up 2nd down.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
2nd down. Hurts throwing again. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. A play fake now Hurts to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Jordan Addison, the intended target. And it's going to be 2nd down. Another look for him, Brock. And hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
Clean breakup on that throw. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Hurts throwing again. Has a big strike to Addison. And take him down right along the 30. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. 2-point ball game. They kick it off. Xavier Worthy now on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. Hurts now from the gun. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. Into a crowd and a defender comes up with it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Steelers might be able to get some points late after the interception. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Couldn't connect with Jordan Addison. So that brings up second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
There was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Looking to throw. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
Set to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Worthy now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Handoff headed left to Brown. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down.
From the 36. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Big gain, 14 on the play, and it's good enough for a New York first down. Now it's Brown. Dropped for the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Offense in the hurry up here. Steelers 2nd and 11. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Try getting it to Nico Collins. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Dumped off to his running back. On the move, past the 40. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Giants.
Brown on the inside give. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Throwing here, Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Brown runs in for the New York touchdown. The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Coup on now for the extra point. And he gets this one to go after a couple of misses already in this game. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Throwing the out route complete. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Put the body on the line for his team. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
That's another Steelers 1st First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can...
And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers now within one score in the fourth. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop.
And they pick him off again. And he gets them a fraction more breathing room up to the 3-yard line. Well, they looked maybe a little unsure of the call, Brock, and that 2-point try unraveled out there.
Or maybe they were just surprised by the look this defense came out in. Either way, unfortunately, not a whole lot you can do once that ball snapped. Got to find some way to make that call work.
They got a touchdown, but that is only half the job. Still got to get this kick back and score another. And the Giants' hands team secures the football. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for the loss as they keep fighting back here in the fourth.
Hey, range? Range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Hits him on the out route. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
He's back to throw. He finds Worthy complete. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants make it a 2-possession game here in the fourth. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, brother. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty.
Michael Dixon.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Worthy now to return it.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Xavier Worthy, an 8-yard gain, brings up second down at the 34-yard line.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers losing by 14. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 34. That one's cut along the left sideline. No gain after the catch, but the gain's still out across midfield. There to the 45. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Every offense I've ever seen, the puck corner to the NFL's got this play in the playbook, but every offense isn't capable of executing it because it takes a quarterback and a receiver on the same page, and that page, it was textbook.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Jordan Addison. So it's second down coming up. And again, here's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. 5 men in the secondary for the G-men now, ahead of third down. Throwing now. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And they get this down to the 28. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. Hurts yet again. That's cut. It's Saquon Barkley. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
All right, here we go, everybody. Big play for the Steelers as they go for 2. Here he is to throw. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. So everything comes down to this onside kick with less than a minute to go. And the Giants come up with that kick. They're going to hold on to the victory in this one. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, a give to Brown. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Here's Brown again. Into the second level past the 30. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so...
And another one is no good. What a disaster this has been, Brock. That is his 3rd missed PAT in this ball game. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Worthy now to return it. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
You know what I like about this shot down the field, Kate? It keeps a defense honest. They know defensively, if we overcommit, we could get burned deep.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Hurts looking to throw. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Those are exactly the plays, Kate. The corners in this league make their money and make their reputation. A one-on-one, and he wins that battle.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Great. Check. Trimmer.
Looking to throw it. He finds Justin. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now 4 seconds left, we've got a timeout. Not that the final play is going to change the outcome, but we will get one more snap. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. Well, partner, we spoke earlier about how much of a factor this home crowd was going to be. But even with the added boost from the friendly confines, couldn't will them to the victory.
Yeah, sometimes it just isn't your game. You're never going to win them all, even at home. But what's important now is learning from this defeat, hitting the film room, hitting the weights, making sure this doesn't happen again. Don't let this loss beat you twice.
So that's going to do it for us here at EA Sports. This has been another presentation of Madden Ultimate Team. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
Well, get up on my level, I'm sending them straight to hell. We all in your city, your name ain't ringing the bell. All this motion on my cell, you would think I got it for sale. It was Friday, I met him up by the shell. He took me to the bank cause he sent me too much for sale. Keeping secrets, he know that I never tell. It's a bird, it's a plane, oh it's coming in through the mail. I'm a lane switcher, shapeshifter, gold grill plane, so I could heal the pain quicker. 8-figure, chest set way quicker. Made if I'ma go to date with ya.
I ripped it. All these on my you first no dribble. These always talking pillars. Chopper sing like scissor. Like young niggas, I'm about my business. Yeah, they know what's up. Glizzock never gave up. All I know is go and get this damn bread. Don't go against the grain, they taking off your damn head. I'm running up this door, I almost broke my damn leg. I heard broke, they damn near dead. Damn little mama bad as but they diamonds on me fight, neck and wrist, I can Tina. Orange Richard Mill on me dancing just like Bia. Going against